Hi everyone, it's Karen here. Welcome to this Inspiration Day, the last one of 2024 with Sweet Poppy Stencils. I'm delighted that you're joining me today. The rest of the design team and I will bring you every hour throughout the day a different video using some of the fabulous range from Sweet Poppy Stencils. Today I'm using the Festive Berries set. Look at this. It's a lovely stamp with pine cones, some leaves, some mistletoe. What a gorgeous stamp. There's lots of detail on it, and we are going to create this pretty little tag. It is super easy. Now you can make it into a Christmas card, or for me at this time of the year I'm ready to make tags. So we're going to use some of the fabulous range of watercolour fine tip brush pens. There are two different sets. There's set 2 and set 1. Do you know what? People say, which one shall I get? And I say, just get both. They are wonderful. If you haven't seen them, just let me show you the fineness. Look at that. Such a fine tip. They are beautiful, really strong pigmented. They last for ever such a long time. I've had these since they first came out, and they're still as vibrant a colour as they were when we started. So we're going to use those. We're going to use that stamp. We're going to use Lucky Clover to go around the edge. I've got a little smoothie. We're going to stamp the sentiment with Nocturne. Now, Sweet Poppy Stencils have a whole range of gorgeous sentiments. I'm using this one, which is part of a stamp set with a Christmas tree on it. And of course, I've shown you that. I've got a spritzy bottle. And if you haven't seen the mat, look at this mat. It is gorgeous. It's got 2 centimetre squares throughout the mat. There's a ruler on both sides of it. I mean, it's just great. You can throw any amount of paint, ink, water on it, and I just clean it off with water and a cloth. So we're going to get started. We are going to use watercolour card for this. Now, my tag size is 6.5 centimetres by 12.5 centimetres, and then I've just snipped it at the edge. I love making tags at this time of the year, and I am super excited to show you this one. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start. Oh, I'll show you why I've got 2 in a minute. I mean, because once you get started with this technique, you are not going to be able to stop. Trust me. So here's my stamp, ready on my acrylic block. You can work it on your stamp press as well. And I've just picked 4 pens. We've got 2 greens, a red and a brown. That's it. I'm going to start with my 2 greens. And it's very clear to see the foliage on this stamp. So what I'm going to do very roughly is I am just painting straight onto the stamp, ever so lightly, in just different parts of this stamp. I'm going to paint these large leaves at the bottom here. So you can see I'm not being too precious about where I paint or how carefully I paint it. And then I'm going to take my second green and just go over some of the other bits that I didn't quite fill in. Don't worry if you don't get it all, because you will see when we put a tiny bit of water on it, which is why we're using watercolour card, it will all work out perfectly. Right, so those are my greens. I've coloured my leaves. You don't have to be super quick with this, because we are going to spritz it with water afterwards. Now, I'm being a little careful with this red, because it's such a vibrant colour. If we put too much of it on, or it goes on in the wrong place, it could kind of smudge the whole effect. And here's my brown. Now you can use more than one brown if you like. In both sets, there are several browns. There are many greens. And of course, my favourite blues. We have several of those in the set. And I am going to show you because I can't wait. Look, what I did with my sets, I shuffled up the colours. So look, you get about 6, 7 greens in both sets. And look at all these blues. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 blues. I mean, isn't that gorgeous? And then, so I put them all together. And then I put my, look at this. I joined the oranges and the pinks. Oh, I love them. But you do get a bit of each colour in both sets. So if you decide you only want one of the sets, that's perfectly fine too. So I'm just still going over with my brown. And here's the pine cone. And look how roughly you can, because there's so much detail in the stamp, you don't have to be too careful with this technique. Right, I just think I've missed a bit of this leaf here. Voila. So you can see I did a bit of chattering there, and you can go away, come back and do your stamping now. So I'm going to take my spritzy bottle, just water in here, and just give it, you can see how far away I'm holding it. What's that, about 20 centimetres? And I'm just going to go a light little spritz. If you do it too much, then everything's just going to be a splodgy mess. We don't want a splodgy mess. I'm just going to dry my mat off. And I'm going to pop my first tag on. Now, which way am I going to do this? I might just put it there. I'm bringing my second tag close by. Oh, look at it. Isn't that beautiful? And I might just put this one like this. So I use some of that part of the stamp. Even if I say so myself, they are fabulous. Look at that. 1 and 2. And because you can see, that's why I use 2 greens. Look at that lovely different contrast in the colours. Oh my goodness, I am super, super happy with it. And then to clean my stamps, I'm just going to use a bit of water. And a bit of one of my cloths. Look at that. Dab it off. And it's ready for the next time. Okay. Oh, I am super, super happy with this. Look at it. Now, you can use whatever sentiment stamp you like. As I said, there are many sets in the range. And I'm just going to stamp it with Nocturne. I'm just going to pop it over there. Look at that. So clean and simple. Do the same with this one. Let's do something different. Let's pop this one over here. I love it. I love it. Here we go, and I'll clean my stamp off in the same way. Oh, look at that. My goodness. Now, what I did with the previous one, I went round the edge with my smoothie. You can leave it like that or go around the edge. Now, I'm going to go around the edge on this one, and I'm going to leave this one just simple, crisp and clear. So for that, what I used on my original, this was a bit of, which one was this? Peel paint, to just get you that greeny kind of vintagey look. I'm going to use something a bit brighter on this one. This is Lucky Clover. It's a nice bright green. I'm just going to pop this here because I don't want to smudge it. I'm just going to go around in a circular motion here. As I said, you can use this technique to put it on your Christmas cards. I'm loving it. And you can see how quickly it dried as well. Look at that. How quick and easy was that? Oh my goodness. I hope you have a lot of fun. Look, 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 look. So simple. That's what we had before. That's what we had before. I am loving it. I cannot wait to see what you create. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you'll stay tuned for the rest of the day. Bye for now.